Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep into the dark side of the internet. We're talking top 10 scary, creepy, and downright terrifying things ever caught on camera. So, if you're brave enough to join me, grab your blankie, turn off the lights, and let's get into it. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. You guys are the best. Okay, let's do this. Okay guys, so we're starting off strong with this first one. This footage comes from an abandoned hospital. People say it's haunted, like duh, it's an abandoned hospital. This video was taken by some paranormal investigators, and let me tell you, it's freaky. Picture this, it's the middle of the night, everything is dark, and these investigators are walking down this hallway with their cameras rolling. And then bam, right there in the frame, you see this shadowy figure just kind of like gliding down the hallway. It's way too transparent and it moves so smoothly like it's floating or something. It just appears for a few seconds and then vanishes into thin air. The investigators, they're freaking out obviously. What do you guys think it is? A ghost? Some weird reflection? Comment down below, I need to know your theories. This next one is straight out of a horror movie, you guys. It's footage from a couple of hikers who were out in the woods just enjoying nature and filming their adventure. But things took a dark turn real quick when they stumbled upon something strange. They're walking along this trail, and the camera is kind of bouncing around because they're walking on uneven ground, you know? And then, in the distance, they catch a glimpse of something standing between the trees. At first they're like, oh, it's probably just a deer or something, but as they get closer, they realize it's not a deer. It's tall and lanky with long limbs, and it's kind of hunched over. The footage is shaky and it's hard to see clearly because it's getting dark, but you can tell that whatever it is, it's definitely not human. The hikers, they stop filming and just stare at it for a second, trying to process what they're seeing, and then the creature just turns and disappears into the woods. They say they ran out of there as fast as they could. What do you guys think it was? Bigfoot? Some kind of alien? This footage is seriously creepy. Alright guys, this next one really creeps me out because it involves home security footage. This footage comes from a family security camera, and it shows some seriously creepy stuff happening inside their house. It starts out normal, just everyday life happening in the background, but then things start to get weird. Like, a door will slowly creak open by itself, or you'll see an object just move across the counter as if someone bumped into it. But there's no one there. It's like there's an invisible presence in the house messing with them. But watching the footage back, it's chilling. Some people might say it's just drafts or the house settling, but it's just too consistent, you know? It feels like something paranormal is at play here. Okay, you guys buckle up for this one because it's seriously unsettling. This footage comes from a dash cam, and it shows a driver encountering something truly bizarre on a lonely road late at night. Imagine this, it's dark, the road is deserted, and the only sound is the hum of the car engine. The driver is just cruising along, probably listening to music or something, when suddenly, in the headlights, they see a figure standing in the middle of the road. It's like a translucent white figure, almost like it's glowing in the darkness. The driver slams on the brakes, obviously, because who wouldn't? But here's the creepy part. As the car comes to a stop, the figure just kind of vanishes, like it was never there. The driver is understandably shaken, and you can hear them freaking out on the dashcam audio. Some people say it's just a trick of the light or a reflection on the windshield, but it looks way too real for that. Okay, this next one is just straight up nightmare fuel. It involves clowns, and let's be real, clowns are creepy enough on their own. This footage was captured by a group of friends who were on a camping trip. They were just hanging out in the woods, building a campfire, telling stories, you know, typical camping stuff. But as the sun started to set, things took a dark turn. They noticed something strange in the distance, like a figure lurking in the trees. At first, they thought it was just another camper or something, but as they looked closer, they realized it was something much more sinister. It was a clown. This clown was wearing a dirty, raggedy costume, and its makeup was smeared and creepy. They packed up their stuff and got out of there as fast as they could. Okay guys, get ready for this one because it's seriously creepy. We're talking about haunted dolls. This footage comes from a YouTuber who collects haunted objects. They found this old doll online that was said to be cursed, and naturally they had to buy it and film themselves interacting with it. They set up a camera in their room and placed the doll on a chair in front of it. They left the camera rolling overnight to see if anything would happen. And let me tell you, something definitely happened. At first, everything is quiet, just the sound of the house settling and stuff. But then, you start to hear these faint whispers coming from the doll. It's hard to make out what it's saying, but it definitely sounds creepy. And then the doll starts to move. The YouTuber was obviously terrified when they reviewed the footage. Okay guys, you know I love a good abandoned asylum story. This footage comes from a group of paranormal investigators who were exploring an abandoned asylum that had been closed down for decades. This place had a really dark history, like people died there under mysterious circumstances. So these investigators, they went in with their cameras and EMF readers and all their ghost hunting gear, ready to document whatever they could find. And they were not disappointed. From the moment they stepped inside, they started experiencing weird stuff. They heard strange noises like footsteps and whispers, even though they were the only ones in the building. They caught EVPs, which are electronic voice phenomena, where voices come through on recordings even though no one was speaking at the time. They captured this shadowy figure darting across a hallway just for a split second. It was gone before they could even focus the camera on it. They also got this EVP that sounded like a woman screaming. It was so loud and clear it sent chills down their spines. Okay guys, let's switch gears for a second and talk about aliens. This footage comes from a couple who were camping in a remote area. They were just relaxing by the campfire, looking up at the stars, when they noticed something strange in the sky. At first, they thought it was just a plane or a satellite or something. But this thing was moving erratically. It would change direction suddenly, and it would speed up and slow down in ways that no normal aircraft could. The object started pulsing and changing colors, and then it just disappeared. They were both like, "Did we just see a UFO?" They showed the footage to some experts, and even they were stumped. Okay, this next one is from a security camera at a warehouse. This night watchman learned the hard way that maybe they're not so empty after all. He was just doing his rounds, checking the security monitors, when he saw something move on one of the cameras. It was in the far corner of the warehouse, just a quick flicker of movement. He rewound the footage, and that's when he saw it. A shadowy figure just for a split second darting behind a stack of boxes. He went to investigate obviously, but he couldn't find anything. He checked the whole warehouse, but there was no sign of anyone or anything. He was totally creeped out after that, and he quit his job soon after. Okay guys, we're ending on a creepy note with this last one. This footage comes from a YouTuber who was filming a DIY project in their basement. They were just minding their own business, trying to fix up their basement, when they captured something truly unsettling on camera. They were filming a time-lapse of themselves painting a wall, and as they were reviewing the footage later, they noticed something strange. Right in the middle of the time-lapse, you could hear a voice whisper their name. It was clear as day, and it definitely wasn't them. They were home alone at the time, so they have no idea who or what could have said their name. They still have no explanation for what happened that day, and they're still a little creeped out by their basement. Oh my god, you guys, I'm like, seriously creeped out right now. That was intense. Which one of those videos freaked you out the most? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel for more creepy content. I upload new videos every week, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay spooky.